Hey, what up, family? Yep, you're still my family because you're here, and it's episode 3, and you haven't left me yet. I'm excited. If you're watching this video and it's not in March of 2020, hopefully we're no longer in quarantine, but as of right now, we're kind of quarantined because of the coronavirus, and there's a lot of fear and anxiety going on right now, and so that's part of one of the reasons why I chose this topic, because so many people are anxious, so many people are afraid, but guess what? Anxiety and fear exist outside of a quarantine and outside of a pandemic going on, and so the video will still be relevant even if you're watching it later. But today, as our motive for, we're going to talk about my first car. My very first car was a blue Honda, either Accord or Civic. It was a Honda, okay, and it was blue. But it was a stick shift. And I don't know if you've ever driven a stick shift, but it's definitely not like driving an automatic. So you don't just get in, press the gas, pull off. No, you have to shift the gears. When you get in, you start, let me remember correctly because it was a long time ago. So you get in your car, and if you've driven a stick shift and I get something wrong, who cares? Just get the point, okay? So you get in, put the car in neutral, you start the car, and then in order to get into drive, you have to throttle your feet on the clutch and the gas simultaneously in different directions with the same pressure, I'll call it. And if you do it wrong, the car will cut off if you don't have the exact science down packed. And so, at any rate, you do that when you start the car. You put it in first gear, you drive a little bit until you get to a certain mileage, and then you shift it to second gear, and so on and so forth. Well, when you get to like a red light or a stop or whatever the case may be, you need to put the car in neutral. So then you put your foot on the gas or the clutch on the clutch, yeah, and then you shift it to neutral and until you are ready to drive again, and then you move the clutch to first gear when you move. But again, as I mentioned, if you do not throttle correctly, the car will shut off, and then you'll have to do the whole process again. And so here I am, first car, driving a stick, at a red light, thinking I'm doing something, boom, 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 shifting my gears, thinking that I'm fly, or maybe not fly, but I thought I was special, I guess, because I was driving. I don't know. But anyway, shifted the gears, at the red light, boom, 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 put myself in neutral, light turns green, and I throttle the gas and the clutch, and guess what? Car shuts off. Meanwhile, the cars are zipping past me, and I'm so nervous and anxious, and just all these thoughts are running through my mind that I am literally stuck in the same spot. And even though I had already been able to throttle the gas and the clutch and drive forward to get to that red light, I wasn't able to do it right at that moment because I was so frantic that my feet were just not moving the way that they needed to move. And it was at that moment I had to literally stop, take a breath, and say, you know what? I did this before, and I can do it again. And so I was able to calm myself down enough to move my feet just right on the gas pedal and the clutch, and then move into first gear. And no, I did not go to my destination because I was too, shooken up from that. But I did make it back home, and that is the point. What I want you to take away today is sometimes you have to slow down. Sometimes you have to really think to yourself, you know what? I've been in trouble before. I've had hard times before. I've had issues before, and guess what? I'm still here. And when I look back over that situation, it wasn't that bad. And whatever you're going through right now, one day you're going to look back and say, you know what? It wasn't that bad. And sometimes you get anxious because you're in a situation where you feel like you need to act fast. I mean, here I was in the middle of, the street at a red light, and cars are zipping past me, and I'm wondering, is somebody going to hit me if I don't get this car to start and take off fast enough? And sometimes People appear to be zipping past you. People appear to have better lives than you. People appear to be happier than you. People appear to be a whole lot of ways. But don't worry about them. I had to tune out everything around me and focus and slow down enough to get the car started. I encourage you to do the same thing. See you next time. Right.